Nine.
Yeah, as I said, honestly, from obviously since been injured, it's been a little while to get back and build my training. I managed to build my training, got into a good kind of mileage. But again, I don't have any plans yet. My aim is to compete the half marathon, tune myself 4th of September, and then come back, compete in the London Marathon and see how my body is. And I think it's one of these things, yeah, I love running. I love what I do. Uh, but I am getting on a bit and just taking it one race at a time.
Up until
At the
this
minute,
year.
yeah. So at the minute, I'm only scheduled two races. That is the big half, and then coming back London Marathon and see how that goes. And then hopefully see where I am. And I think the key thing is kind of, is my body okay? Can I get through it? As much as I love running, it's not easy, competing at high level. So I hope so. Listen, I'm giving myself the best chance I can, and in terms of preparation, I'm trying to prepare right. Go to training camp in south of France and base myself to the marathon there, and just keep putting the miles, keep putting the work. And it's part of me. I love to be competitive with others, and again, it's the same thing. I'm not going to the world champs or Europeans because I feel like if I can't be competitive with these guys, it's no point just going and making up the team. I'll give it all. See what happened. Yeah, no, for sure. I was never planning to retire after the Vitality 10K. Honestly, leading up to it, I put in some good miles. In fact, took out myself to Ethiopia, trained well there. Might even worked a little bit too hard, but in terms of performance, being honest with you, it wasn't the best performance for me. It was a poor race. Not taking any credit away from the guy who won, but it wasn't, great performance. And at that time, I went back and carried on training and just taking my time to build the mileage. Being a distance runner, if there's no mileage, consistent mileage, it's hard to be, to perform at your best. And that's what I've been doing and trying to just build and build. When I line up, I always want to do my best, no matter what kind of race it is. But sometimes your body doesn't allow you. As you said, I am getting on a bit. The key thing is, do I still have the hunger? Do I still willing to put in the work and the miles? And yes, I've been putting in good, consistent of mileage, and I still have that fight in me. So till you lose it, I don't think I should kind of think about retiring. But again, it's being realistic and say, can your body do this? I've watched tennis and watched Andy Murray. The guy's still got that fight in him, but his body doesn't allow him. Making it again, seeing that and making the right shout. And as I said, like planning, 4 or 5 races. I'm kind of just planning two races at the minute, do the big half, do the London Marathon, and then go back and see where I am. And listen, can my body be able to do this and compete with these guys at this level? And that's the questions will come afterwards.
It's the hardest question of all for a professional sportsman to answer, isn't it? When is the time to retire?
It is hard, honestly. If I go back and go think, before Tokyo Olympics and go back that point, I was like, yeah, still got it. But then you get injured, you miss it out, and then you come back and you think you still got it because that's our mind at that level. That's how you think. You don't think anything other than, yeah, you still got it. But sometimes you've got to take a step back and be realistic. And again, and let your body do the work. And at the minute, I'm kind of learning and just saying, look, I'm just taking my time. I'm taking it easy. I'm just keep piling up the miles and see what I can do. Obviously, it was disappointing to lose to someone. Every race you want to go in, you want to go and win it. But again, he's going, okay, I lost the race. Why did I lose the race? What did I not do? And there was a lot of stuff missing, to be honest, because being injured at that time, that was my first race back. And again, you've got to be racing because do few races that you can learn and see what's missing, what you can tune, and that's how I've done it for the last 12, 15 years, learning from one race to another and going in. And looking back, there's a lot of stuff that you could have changed, but hey ho, you can't change everything. You've got to learn from that and go, what's next?